Hello YouTube, hello Bleach fans, this is The Observer and I'm reviewing Bleach 531 Everything But Rain Part 4. To dive in this chapter analysis, I'll start first with a very short retelling of what happened in this chapter. Well, chapter began where previous chapter ended, where Ishin is confronted by this new hollow. The hollow is very much like Ichigo, but it has few things which are different. For example, hollow is all black, that's how it's stated in manga, and has far shorter horns, but in general it's very much like the hollow in which Ichigo transforms when he is fighting Ulquiorra. After we have seen that, the scene switches with Masaki, who is noticing the fighting between whoever is fighting hollow, and she decides to help. She is confronted by Ryuken, who tells her that that's not her fight and that she probably should let go that and put lower level Quincy's fight hollows, but she nonetheless decides to help and runs out to help. Ryuken also, well, probably because he's concerned about Masaki, decides to go and help Masaki in her conquest to rescue whoever is fighting hollow, and he summons Katagiri with him. Then again, scene again returns to Ishin, who is showing us some pretty good deduction skills. He is noticing that there is impossible such a powerful hollow exists in society. He haven't noticed this. That probably there is someone in higher level of soul society protecting it. When he's about to release his Shikai Engetsu, he is slashed from behind, and who it is? It is our favorite villain, Aizen, who is watching from Soul Society. He was watching from Soul Society battle, and he comes here to interfere, and that's where the chapter ends. Like previous chapter, I'm going to speak about this chapter through character discussion with the characters we have seen and what we know about now and how they developed until now. And like before, I will start with Ishin. Well, there is nothing to be told about Ishin here, well, except that he shows that he has very good deduction skills. He can notice stuff very good, he's much informative, and he's clever, he's not just a goofy face. That's why he's captain, I guess. And nothing much, he showed that he's good at fighting. He almost showed us how he fights with his Shikai. And what's interesting, he said burn to release his Shikai, burn. Which is interesting, very much interesting. I don't know where it goes, will it really be something like flame type Shikai, or just an ordinary Shikai, or Shikai similar to Ichigo's Zangetsu, but we don't know, and we will not see what it is because Aizen stopped us. Like everything in Bleach, Aizen stops. Aizen's tricks or Aizen's illusion prevent us to further develop story in Bleach, but that's why we like him. That's Aizen to us. Next one is actually Masaki. If the previous chapter was the first time we actually saw Masaki as a character, this time we first time see Masaki in some sort of action. She actually decides to help whoever is fighting hollow, which is not strange, but that's why he's very similar to Ishin. She wants to help. She doesn't care who she is. She doesn't care that she is now part of the noble family. She wants to be part of the field where she can help the one who needs help, which is interesting and also very much similar to Ishin. And we have seen, because Ishin also shows his goofy characteristics, same like Masaki, and in the right time he's prepared to help, he's clever, he's very mature, that same like Masaki showed here, and that's about for her standpoint, but also developing her character even further was when Ryuken appeared. Same like in previous chapter, Ryuken here actually is like a narrator, helping us understanding the Masaki situation and the time we are in right now. Ryuken explains that, well, you know, it's pretty good that you want to help whoever you want to help, but now you're a noble family, you are supposed to live. There is no reason to spill our blood for no reason. That's very much aristocracy, noble thinking, which is similar to aristocracy and noble thinking of our world. And Ryukin explains that even though we want to kill Hollows, we kill them after Shinigami dies. And even that, they're sending low-level Quincy's, which I forgot how they're calling them. But Masaki, responded in that, well, I really like that you are concerned about Quincy's future, but I want to help, that's part of me, and that's what I will do. Which shows Masaki to have actually her pigeon fly. That actually has her own thinking and what she wants to do, and that's cool. She's really developing into character. Ryukin, not liking what's happening, summons Katagiri and tells her to acquire Reishi armor. Reishi armor, what could it be? Could it be something like Quincy suit that has Reishi armor, like Quincy uniform, like similar maybe to the Wanderer uniform? Why are they not using blood? Maybe they don't know blood. But they could be using blood fan. I mean, they don't need any armor beside that. But it's maybe similar. Who knows? We'll see. We know that Sokin was the guy who created a lot of stuff for Quincy, so maybe he created an alternative to blood fan. Who knows? Maybe it's similar. But well, he summons Katagiri and goes to help Masaki in her quest, her noble quest, to save Ishin. And probably that panel we have seen first in Everything But Rain Part 1, where Ishin is lying in the rain and Masaki healing him, is probably going to happen now. Also, it's interesting that Ryukin summoned Katagiri. In previous chapter, I've noticed that Ryukin actually is smiling when he's speaking to Katagiri, that he's very open to her. So this probably boosts up even more my theory that actually Katagiri is Uryu's mom. But Ryukin actually is somewhere in the middle. He is caring, but he is also not caring. He is very much caring about Quincy's future from now on, and what we've seen in previous chapter and what we've seen now, it seems that he really cares about Quincy's future, which is so offset the character we know from the present, of Bleach present, I mean, the Ryukin, older Ryukin. And it's interesting what's going to happen. I still can't wait to see what's going to happen with that. But he still doesn't care much about Masaki. That's sad. But what we have seen in the present with dialogue with older Ishin and older Yukin is that he doesn't mind that Ishin may be married, Masaki maybe not, but had children with him, have started family with him. So he really don't care about whom, he doesn't love Masaki at all. Maybe he really wants to see actually who is she going to be with, like, happy, and that's cool, but that's all from them. We have the characters we have seen beside Ishin, Masaki, Ryukin, and Katagiri is Aizen and the Black Hollow. As I have said, that Black Hollow is similar to what we have seen, but also different. Is it Vastolorde? I mean, if it's Vastolorde, it probably could speak, and this one can't speak, or doesn't want to speak. And we have seen Aizen, who is like observing what his Hollow is doing in real world. His Hollow is gathering, harvesting Shinigamis, and they're probably afraid that Ishin is going to interfere with that. He's going to stop the Hollow, maybe even destroy it. So they appear and stop him. And in a manner like every time Aizen appears, he steps on from the back or from the illusion. I mean, that's his specialty. But that makes him very good villain. That's why he makes him very terrifying villain, because he's extremely smart. He is clever. He knows to use his skills very well, and that's cool. But I would like to see what will happen now. I probably believe Aizen will come and say like, hop hop, Ichigo, Hollow, Black Hollow, come with me and we return to Soul Society. I believe that will happen. What I would like really to see from now on is the Urahara's involvement in all this, and that will be really interesting. So, to rate this chapter, I would probably give it 6 of 10. It was a good chapter, nice. But it was actually a transit chapter between previous one and the next one. It gave us few new information, but it wasn't that good actually. It could actually be 6.5, I don't know, but it gave us few information, but it was a rather fighting chapter, which I don't prefer. But you know, that's about it. From the conclusion standpoint, that was the bad things. The good things were actually that we're even more further developing Masaki's character. Ryuken still stands as the narrator who explains what's going on around here, and that's about it. I mean, the art is usually good. The Kubo destroys with his good art, and that's about it. Thank you for watching this. I can't wait to review another chapter of Bleach. Stay tuned. Goodbye.